I am a genius. Hello. Welcome. We are going to be starting momentarily. But before we do that, look at this stupid bag. Like, this bag doesn't even cover up the entire book. Isn't that crazy? I think that's crazy. That is definitely not the bag that you want. But it's the bag that my shop man had. So it's the bag we have to live with, you know? You know exactly what I'm talking about. Do one quick thing here. All right. Now, my friends, we are ready. I'm going to hit the music and then yeah, it's going to be party started time. Assuming I turn the audio on. There we go. Katana Zero soundtrack. Great soundtrack. Not quite as sold on the game as I am the soundtrack. And this is what it says, stream starting soon. So I'm going to mute my microphone and we're going to get ready to get started. Thank you so much for joining me. I know I've been doing this like at 9 o'clock and I'm doing it at 8 o'clock, all time central. But that's the world that we live in. That's the world I live in. That's the world you live in. That's the world we all live in. Together. Like that. With a little wave of the hand. Get a thumbs up in your life. You probably need one. I know I could use more thumbs up in my life. Alright, I'm going to hit that mute button. Put this up. And we'll get ready to get started. But before we do that, look at this stupid bag. Like, this bag doesn't even cover up the entire book. Isn't that crazy? Okay, that was crazy. Twitter just started blaring my video. I don't know where that came from. I just went to Twitter to retweet the place where I had linked it, and all of a sudden, there I am. Boom, talking. Like, I got something going on here. I don't know. Twitter's a little crazy sometimes. I only do a quote tweet too. Live now, baby. Let's go. That's how professional we are, by the way. We are the most professional stream. Thank you for that like that I already have on the stream. That's pretty cool. Anyway, just like another minute, make sure I got all my ducks in a row. Metaphorical ducks, not literal ones. Although we got geese up here again. They warmed up enough, the geese are back. All right. Hopefully the audio volume. Let me get this out of the screen. Get out of here. Go. Audio volume's probably okay for the music. Like you can just hear it a little bit in the background. It's not overpowering or nothing. Sadly, the music always sounds a little tinny when I listen back to the streams to see how the audio quality was. And that's just StreamYard, bro. That's just StreamYard getting in my way. Yeah, time zones. Time zones. Time zones. I gotta tell you, I'm liking this spring forward thing, man. There was sunlight outside at like 7 o'clock. It was pretty nice. If we could just avoid the fall back, I would be a very happy person. All right, so when you go to a Graham Cracker Comics on a Wednesday, aka a new comic book day, you get not one, not two, but 3 books out of the dollar bin. I think it's a dollar bin now, which used to be a 75-cent bin, which used to be a 50-cent bin. The description of this just gets longer with time. That's just how it is. That's the world we live in. And one of the books I picked up today, Blood Syndicate, number 3. Apparently this was like grab an early 90s books day. You just wish we pick one and stick with it. You don't even care? Yeah, I know, man. I know. I like the sprung forward thing because it'd be really nice in the middle of winter to come home and there still be some sunlight outside. Because up here, man, when it is like, it's the solstice, right? It's like dark outside at 4 p.m. It's like darkness falls across the land. The midnight hour is close at hand. And it's just like 4 p.m. I have never experienced something quite so soul-crushing in my life as living north of the Mason-Dixon line. I don't know how people up here survive, like from day to day. Actually, I take that back. I know exactly how they survive. They get drunk, because this is Wisconsin. They have 2 hobbies here. One is getting drunk. The second is driving while drunk. Anyway, I don't know, like I don't have a whole lot of these milestone books, but you know, everybody loves Static, right? Static Shock was a great show. And when I see one of these books in the bin, I end up picking it up. And, dude, I'm not quite sure what's going on this page, but it looks kind of cool. Hey, Sim Earth. Dude, I love that game. I had that on my Super Nintendo. In fact, this looks like it's for the... Yeah, it is for the Super Nintendo version. I'm going to say these screenshots look like the Super Nintendo one. It's a weirdly fun game. One time, me and my buddy from Vermont were playing this, and we ended up making a world where it looked like a duck. There was like a head, a body, and like 2 little feet. Sorry, I know, that's kind of weird, right? We're supposed to be talking about the cool comic book art. Like over here, I don't know what's going on, but that looked cool. Oh! Super Mario movie. Talk about good times. I think I'm like one of 2 people on this planet that enjoy that movie. Like, I unironically just enjoy it. A lot of crazy stuff going on in this book. I'm just kind of taking all this in. These, like, robot or power suit designs, whatever they are, they're kind of dope. With, like, the beak thing going on. I dig it. See, Ninja Weasel loves that movie too. I'm just flipping forward to see if there's like any more really cool fights. Oh, that was the end of the book. Well, we got like the setup for next issue over here. Wait, what's going on? You're gonna attack a hospital? Heck yeah! We'll do whatever we have to do to get whoever destroyed us and our people. Oh man, this is war. This book, like, they escalated, like right up to you're going to attack a hospital. That's kind of cray cray, as the kids say. But we can't take on the entire police force. Only a fool would do that. Brooke, remember where she escaped from? It was a hospital. Ah, okay, I see why they're going to do that. Kind of cool. All right, next up, I told you this was like early 90s day. I've only ever seen like one other, maybe two other issues of Berserker, and this isn't one of the ones I own. So now I got it. Gauntlet Comics, if I remember right, was founded by Jim Shooter after he got kicked out of Valiant. If I remember right. Logo by Eric Larson. That's a cool logo. I could be wrong about that, but somehow I feel like that's correct. But if I am wrong, oh well. That's some pretty solid line art over here on the right page. Okay, I'm sold on the book already. Like, we just opened up here, like 3 pages later, to like crazy alien Coliseum fighting. Sold. You know, I really should get out the other issues of this that I have and read them so I can figure out what the heck is going on. I'm a sucker for Kirby dots. I absolutely am a sucker for Kirby dots, man. I see those, I instantly think of all the cool stuff in Marvel, meaning actually just the Infinity Gauntlet, where they show up, man. Like, the Infinity Gauntlet was so good, it puts a really, like, great feeling in me when I think about it. Meltdown is already here. Oh, that's like the dude from the cover, right? Yeah, that's the dude from the cover. Was it? Too late, fence people. That's kind of a weird name. Meltdown is already here. Now I have the magic and the power. The savage from this morning. Turnabout is fair play. Ha ha! You can't hurt me, green one. My magic protects me from you. Will yours protect you? Amazing. His mutated body absorbed the radiation instead of killing him. It ignited him. We've got to cool it down. Water will weaken it. Get more water. Is this enough water for you, LaForge? Or Lafarge? You moron. There's more radioactive fuel down there for it to absorb. Aw, crap. Water's boiling, so it offers little protection. You want the magic? The magic rejects you. Wow. Is he about to, like... Did he just smack this dude with a whole bunch of, like, cooling rods? Am I really... Is this really nuclear foo? Because this looks like nuclear reactor foo. Like, Joe Bob Briggs would be very pleased. Like, he would definitely put this on the scorecard. Nuclear foo. Ah, yes. Water, the weak point of all radioactive heroes. Not really. Well, I guess it depends why they're radioactive. If they're radioactive because they're fissioning everywhere and they're being powered by fission, water is actually probably not what you want to quench them with. Because that water is going to end up reflecting a lot of neutrons back into it, which is just going to make it hotter. It depends on okay. Nuclear engineering is really complicated and really hard. Let's just leave it at that. But flooding a reactor with water is not always the best idea when you're trying to make sure that, oh, you know, not everything gets radioactively kaboomed in a few minutes. So I'm just checking something. All right. Yep, stream looks good. I was pulling the stream up on YouTube so I can make sure the stream looked good. It looks pretty good. Thank you for those thumbs ups. Okay, the Spider-Man 2 taught me anything. It's that you can put the sun out by dropping it into a river. Yeah, that worked because they shut down all the magnetic containment equipment by doing that. And that fusion reaction, without enough pressure to contain it, would quench itself. Like, they didn't even need to dump it in the water, except they had to get rid of, like, make his arms stop going crazy and whatever other crud. That's a good movie, by the way. It took me a long time to see it. Like, I saw the ending of it way back when it was new, like the year after, because it was on Sci-Fi Channel or TNT or something. And then I never actually watched it until last year. Whenever it was right before the last No Way Home, Spider-Man No Way Home came out. Like that's when I finally got around to watching that movie. And because I watched them all, I watched Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3. Had a blast with those. Tobey Maguire did a good job. And Spider-Man 3 was not as much of a train wreck as people had told me it was. Like the internet said, "Oh, this movie's terrible," and I watched, and yeah, it's not as good as the first one, but it's still pretty good. It was a good time. It was fun. And then the Andrew Garfield movies, they were okay, but they were kind of like a train wreck too, in an entirely different way. Definitely would not put them on my I want to rewatch them list like I would the first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. That was just that one gets so much right. Oh, you should if you get the chance, you should definitely watch that. Like it was a pretty good movie. It relies heavily, extremely heavily, on the nostalgia of the two previous Spider-Man sets of movies and the previous Andrew. No. I blanked on the kid's name. Wow. I just blinked on his name in the middle of a sentence, but you have to have seen his two movies, ones that are in the MCU as well. And if you've seen all of that stuff, you will have like enough nostalgia. I'm over here gesturing off camera, like you can see my hands. Tom Holland, thank you. You'll have like enough nostalgia that the flaws in that movie don't really hurt so much. Like Doctor Strange, kind of incompetent. Which I guess, to be fair, having watched Doctor Strange, the first movie, I can buy that. They have. I think kind of my problem with the Tom Holland movies, where he has a mentor, at least, in the first one, is it feels more like it should be Miles Morales instead of Peter Parker. Because he's definitely more like Miles. If you go back to here, we'll just put that back up on the screen. If you go back to like the comics when Peter Parker was a teenager, he was a jerk. Like Flash Thompson would be like, "Hey, Peter, want to come to my party?" And Peter would be like, "Get away from me, Flash! I hate you." Like that's kind of how Peter Parker rolled, and he didn't like grow up to be like he didn't turn into like a really decent person until after he got out of high school. And the Tom Holland character doesn't really have that jerkiness to him. He's overly earnest all the time, which is more like Peter Parker as an adult, not Peter Parker as a kid. Dude, I remember when Marvel was doing those reprints of classic books. I got like the #1 issue from... Or not number one. I got the issue that's the first appearance of Mysterio. There we go. That's the correct way to say it. From right before the second Tom Holland movie came out, Far From Home. And that was actually a really good issue. Because Mysterio's just like, I'm a stunt guy, and I know all these movie tricks. And I'm going to beat up Spider-Man just to prove I can. It's like, it's the perfect villain motivation because he has no motive. He's just like, I'm going to do this because I can. And it'll be fun. All right, the third book I got, and it's kind of appropriate we were talking about Marvel stuff. Night Thrasher, baby. Yeah. Introducing the enraged villainy of Tantrum. He'll throw ya. Wow. Wow. Look, they were doing the best they could, okay? It was like the year, 1992 or something? Does it say in the corner box? Yeah, 1992. They didn't understand what a comic book was at this time of the universe. They were like, we don't know what sequential art means. So, I'm not sure if I'm going to expect this book. Yes. I'm not sure if I expect this book to be any good, or if this book is just going to be terrible. Because I really like the New Warriors. That's the only reason I picked this up. I like the New Warriors. But when I put this down on the shelf, you know, on the counter to purchase it, well, purchase because it's free. My shop man just kind of gave me this look like I was crazy. So to convince him I wasn't crazy, I was like, "Hey man, while I'm here, I heard Scout Comics was putting out a book with that was about Count Dante. You know I got to get that." And he's like, "Oh yeah, I ordered one of those so I could read it. So now I'm paying for him to be able to read the book." But yeah, oh, that's the thing, Ninja Weasel. So probably like 2 months from now, I'm gonna have a comic book that's about the life of Count Dante or something. Like I don't know if it's good, how fictionalized it's gonna be, but how could I not purchase a comic book that is about the deadliest man alive, right? Veteran of the Dojo Wars of Chicago, master of the Dim Mak. You know, the book looks okay. That is either a funny angle or his shoulder pads are drawn wrong. Because they don't have like a sharp angle over here. But over here, they definitely have a sharp angle to them. Oh man, yeah, it's Oh shoot, I think I deleted that email that Scout sent me. Hold on, I can pull their website up real quick. Let me do that. You can take a look at this art. The book looks okay. The book doesn't look that bad. So I don't know what I was expecting, but the book doesn't look that bad. Oh wait, it was right there on the front page. Or not. Back. Count Dante is the unauthorized but sort of true story of the deadliest man who ever lived. Out this April from Scout Comics. So yeah, they sent me an email with this, and I finally read it today, and I was like, oh man, I gotta go buy that. So April, just next month. I mean, I'm not kidding here. Link you that on Discord. I will. I'm not kidding. See, you can see the sticky note where I wrote it down that I stuck in my wallet so I wouldn't forget. Count Dante from Scout Comics. Let me stop sharing my screen. Let me grab this. And you know what? I'm just going to put it in my comic book chat channel. Here we go. At Ninja Weasel. There we go. And that way other people can see it too, because there's a non-zero chance that Manny Shape will be like, dude, I have to get that. Like, he will probably have the same reaction as you. That's my guess. So definitely want to get that there where people can see it. God, this soundtrack is so boss. Alright, well that's enough of that. That's enough of that book. I don't know what to expect going into this. It wasn't as bad looking as I thought. So Black Cloak issue 3. This is the first book I paid for. I still haven't read issue 1, and I don't remember what issue, or I'm sorry, I haven't read issue 2, and I don't remember what happened in issue 1. So who knows what's going to be in here. I actually really like that panel. The line work is like popping off at me or something. I don't know. So I don't want to flip through it too much because I don't want to spoil it. So we're just going to put that right there. Now, much more salacious. Yeah, there's that word. Draculina, Blood Simple #2. I don't know why this isn't just Draculina like issue 9 or whatever it's supposed to be, but I don't make the comic book laws. Some nice looking art. I don't really remember where we left off in the Draculina story with its last issue. I think she got the ring from her father, the Ring of Belial. And then... yeah, I don't really remember. But, I think her and Katie, and that's Katie, don't have to swap anymore. I think they can both be on Earth at the same time. Ah! I love the facial expressions. Oh, too good. Too good. Again, this is something I don't want to flip through too much because I haven't read the first issue, so I'm afraid I'm going to like spoil something if I look too closely at the book. So I ain't looking at the book at all. We're just going to move on with our lives. This actually is the moment in time, though, where we're going to stop. I'm going to flip back over to my desktop view, and we're going to listen to this little baby wolf howl because we can. There we go. That has been your baby wolf howl for the week. If you need more baby wolf howl, you can just ask me. I'll give you the link. Let's compare these covers. Dead Mermaid or something. Crazy Vampire. One of these has a way better cover than the other one. It was absolutely precious. Little cute thing. Gonna grow up to be a murderous thing, but that's just that wolf life. All right, well, if you know me, you know I've been reading Something is Killing the Children, or as we like to call it around here, Something's Killing My Patients. And its spin-off, The House of Slaughter, which don't really know if I like this current story arc all that much. Just open it up randomly. Apparently we're in the whatever the House of the Butcher is now, because the House of the Butcher got like annihilated, and I guess there's a new one, and it's back. I think they call it the Butcher Shop instead of the House of Boucher, but same difference. Look at that nerd. If I remember right, this kid was hanging out with the butcher guy, who's the last of the butchers, that dude. And he got kidnapped by his friend who's at the butcher shop now or something. And so that's why they're at the school place. Yeah, the lady with the, what is that called? Heterochromia, right? Heterochromia. She's like our best friend Jace. I think his name's Jace. Yeah, she's like Jace's buddy or something. And they were hunting him in the woods. Or they were hunting a monster in the woods. Jace was hunting the monster in the woods, and they kind of ran into each other. And that's how she kidnapped Jace's ward or whatever this guy is. I don't know, dude. I don't find it all that compelling. But somebody must, or they wouldn't be making it. I kind of wish we were back to the previous story arc about that dude from the actual House of Slaughter who had like the eidetic memory, or eidetic, however that word is pronounced. And like... was haunted by his monster and all kinds of great stuff. Like, that was like some compelling stuff once it got rolling. Nothing happened hardly, but it was like this in-depth psychological exploration and trauma, and absolutely fantastic. Our boy Jace here just has PTSD from when his boyfriend had to pretend to kill him. Like, that's kind of what's going on there. And the first story arc of this, which was about their romance, was not very compelling. You could have compressed all 5 issues into one issue, because the last issue of that you could have read standalone, and it was pretty good. You can definitely decompress your writing a little too much. You know, I know Bendis kind of revolutionized comics back in the late 90s and early 2000s by decompressing things. You can go too far. That's all I'm saying, dude. That's all I'm saying. Whoa! Dude! Look at this cover. I didn't really look at this cover too closely in the store. But that is great. I don't even think I need to flip the book open. Just buy this book for this really awesome looking cover. Like, you can't go wrong. You're done. Just purchase. Go to store, get out your credit card, and be like, swipe $3.99 or $4.99 or something, and get Noctera issue 12, just so you can have this cover, and you can just have it like stare at you all the time. That's what I did, and look at me. You probably don't want to stare at the cover all the time, but you know, just what I'm saying here. You know what I'm saying? Dude, this music. Sorry, I just zoned out because I was like nodding my head super hard at this music. Ready? Boom! What do we open up to? Oh, some cool stuff. They're being haunted by the flying shades or whatever. Shooting them with light, lasers. I like that light on its own is just a weapon. There's something just really compelling about this particular stupid universe. And I gotta tell you, I'm absolutely here for it. Oh, the glare! Look at the freaking glare right there with that light behind her. That looks great. I don't really understand the mask. Like, I never really understood that. Part of her costume, part of her getup. But the book has just been absolutely fun, like, this whole time. I think the only missteps that they've taken with the book has been like the one-shots, like those specials or whatever they called them. They were totally not necessary. I'm nodding my head to the music again. I'm sorry. I just caught myself going boom, 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 boom. So I'm looking forward to reading this. I don't know if this is the last issue, but it's issue 12, so probably it's the last one. It's probably the stunning conclusion. The Tony S. Daniel art in Noctera has just been really good all the way through. I don't expect any difference here from this particular issue. All right, I got actually a really hefty book here. I think I read that BRZRKR number 12, which is what this is, was double thick, and that looks like 48 pages or 40 pages or something to me. Kind of a cool cover. I'm going to just go ahead and say that. It's kind of a cool cover. Now, if I remember right, where we left off, he had just lost his, like, ascended powers or whatever. Like, he stopped being, like, unkillable. And the Mad Doctor over here stole it or something. I think that's where we left off. And now he has to stop the Doctor because the Doctor is killing everybody. So I'm expecting 40 pages of action. That does not look like 40 pages of action. Okay, what if I flip back this way? Oh, okay. Well, we at least open up to the Doctor murdering people. So that's something. Yeah, we got a little bit of action here. Hey, this is double thick, right? We can look at more pages. So that's what Keanu Reeves is up to. He's trying to kill an immortal mad scientist. Of all the things for Keanu Reeves, because that's in the title of the stream, it says it right up there on top of my StreamYard window. And if I click over to the YouTube window, it says it like right. Yeah, I can't even point that. It says it down there. So what is Keanu Reeves doing in BRZRKR this month? Plotting to stop an immortal. Oh, looks like somebody's going to drop a nuclear weapon. No witnesses. Wipe it. Are we really dropping a nuke? No, that's conventional munitions. Lame. Freaking lame. Super lame. Drop the nuclear bomb, guys. Drop the nuke. This is way later in the book. Oh, man. That's how you know you've gone a little cray-cray right there. You're just like, I'm going to eat your neck. And you just go for it when you're not even a vampire. That's it. That's the last book we got. So, I'm not sure which ones I'm going to get around to reading first. Especially considering I still got a backlog of stuff from a couple weeks ago. But we're going to be reading some stuff, yo. Let me, like that. We'll leave BRZRKR right there so people can see it. See, truth in advertising. I said it was in the stream. It's in the stream. My buddy, Ian Flynn. Or actually, not Ian, but Kyle. Sorry. My buddy Kyle. It's the 20th anniversary of his show, Nitro Game Injection. He's friends with Ian Flynn, and Ian Flynn and him do like a podcast, like the Bumblecast or something together. And Ian Flynn wrote Sonic comics for a long time, and he also wrote a Mighty Crusaders miniseries that was pretty good. Let's see, is this stream even still going? Oh, it's on Discord? He has a Discord. I didn't even know he had a Discord server. I thought this was going to be his, he used to put this on YouTube. And I thought, oh, we'll just pop into YouTube and listen, but I guess not. I don't want to join a Discord server in the middle of the stream because it could be cray-cray. Okay, so it must already be over or something. I don't know. I just work here. But you might want to check that out. It's always a video game music stream. It's usually got some good stuff, although he likes to get into jazz, and it just bores the tears out of me. Other cool stuff. Right there. So, Iconic Comics, so Tim Lim and them, apparently they're selling to a store now. So, Iconic Comics distributing to an actual brick-and-mortar store. Let's click over here. I should have clicked this first, sooner. Oh, there we go. It's just a little display in the store. That's cool. He's got like, what was that, a stack of like 7 hardbacks for Common America right there? That's some pretty good stackage. Oh, where's that like? Boom! You get a like right there. So, congrats to them. That's cool stuff. And to kind of follow up on a story I've been doing videos about every couple of weeks. There was still no update on this comic anthology that was supposed to have shipped like a month ago. Somebody should have got this book by now, the Breakneck Anthology, and ain't nobody got the book by now. If you look at the comments, the only comment in the last month is, anybody seen a book yet? So no, that book ain't shipped. Starting to think it ain't gonna ship. All right, I think that's it for me. We've hit all the stuff I wanted to talk about here with the books. We listened to the little wolf pup howl. I talked about Kyle's show a little bit. You should go check that out, kngi.org, if you like that kind of music. Talked about the Iconic Comics getting distro. Congratulations. You know, that's awesome that you're getting in stores. You're not even going through Diamond or whatever, I guess, which is crazy. And then a sad update about that book. So you all, you wonderful people, you have a great one out there. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. Hit that like button, real hard, because let's be honest, I got like 2 viewers right now. It's kind of depressing me. So that like button, if you haven't hit it yet, might just make me feel better. You got to beg a little bit, right? I don't think people like my stupid thumbnails I do for these things, man. Like, maybe that's it. Like, maybe people just don't like my stupid little Shiba Inu thumbnails. Like, I don't know. I thought they were fun, but apparently the internet disagrees. So, since the internet disagrees with me, I must be wrong. You all take care of yourselves. Have a great one. And I sure hope to see you again next week. I do have a comic book review coming up tomorrow for I don't remember what. You should check that out. And have a great one. Bye-bye. I'm going to mute my mic. Thumbs up. And I will leave you to ponder this question as I go.